What it do, YouTube? You already know it's your boy Sav, and we are back with another NBA 2K22 MyNBA episode. And in today's episode, we starting off season 4. We have finally made it, man. The off season is over. We made a couple more moves, man, and I feel like we got the team to where we need the team to be to start off the next year, man. And let's go ahead and look at the roster, because I don't believe we went over the roster in the off season. So looking at the roster, we got SGA running the one, we got DJ Wag, and then we got Bronny James Jr. So obviously, I mean, we got two goated point guards coming off the bench. We're going to split those minutes evenly between those two, and whoever outperform who, you know, is going to get that start off the bench. At shooting guard, we still got Tyler Hero, Shaedon Sharpe, and then now we picked up Cody Kelly off the Pelicans. Ended up trading Sharon Jr., Terrence Sharon Jr. Reason being is because I feel like Cody Kelly, originally he was a point guard, but I switched him to shooting guard, and he goes up overall. So like, say for instance, he was a 77, but if you switch him to SG, he go up to a 79, and then 80. Eventually he'll get to that. Eventually he'll get to a shooting guard, but for right now, I mean small forward. But for right now, shooting guard is where I feel like he gonna impact the team the most right now at shooting guard. At small forward, we still got Zach LaVine, Josh Giddey, Dariq Whitehead, and then Matez Buzelis or something. I don't know. Excuse me if I butchered that man's name. But we ended up trading the other draft pick that we got for a couple more, like a first round and a second round or something like that. We just was too deep at small forward, and eventually Kelly might move over, or Josh Giddey might move over to the power forward position. We still got Jaren Jackson Jr., Aiden Dermanico, Victor Wembanyama, Zach Edey, and then Omaha Billy. I ain't even gonna try it. I did try it, but whatever. Hey, but we got Omaha at the center spot, man. And this is the team, man, to start off the year. I was thinking about, because Bron didn't retire, see if the Grizzlies try to take a trade for LeBron again. But I feel like, you know, we did what we did, and LeBron is probably going to come back with a vengeance this year, and might as well let bygones be bygones, and then he'll just have to end up playing Bronny. But looking at the Grizzlies, I mean, their squad is looking tight. He really did end up getting Buddy Hield, so I didn't want to break up that combination right there, because I know he wanted to play with Buddy. So, I mean, it is what it is, and I'm going to let the Grizzlies rock out, and we just going to have epic games this year. I definitely want to play the Grizzlies more than just that one and done. But I'm going to try to play a little bit more games this season, and really get the feel for the new players that we have, because once I get the team situated, I feel like that's what we're going to be rocking with for the next couple years. Even though we got a ton of draft picks, it all depends on how good the person is. Really didn't want to part ways with Ray Cooper, and didn't want to part ways from Terrence Shannon Jr., but really had to. And then Coop is in a better situation right now. Coop is on the Bulls. He got a starting spot, so no more coming off the bench. Or really, Coop was playing third string, barely got any minutes last year, and I felt like, you know, when we picked him up out of the G League, he was doing absolutely phenomenal. Hit a couple shots in our first championship run, really helped us get that win, and I feel like he'll be better off on the Bulls. So he getting a starting spot in the roster, playing for the Bulls, and hopefully he turn up this year. As far as Terrence Shannon Jr., he behind Alexander Walker, and then I want to say he behind Ochai. I believe that's how you say his name. Terrence Shannon Jr. is right here. So hopefully Terrence get in, you know, show what he got. I mean, he is very talented. And I was looking at the Hornets roster, and well, you know, George Brooks is right here starting. So players that we picked up in our very first year, and he's right next to Dort. So like, they playing alongside each other. and George Brooks finally getting a start and stuff like that. I don't think nobody picked up Stockton. I think Stockton is still in the free agency. But as far as the players that we, tried to develop a little bit over the years, starting to work out and now they're getting their shine. We got the Lakers up first, man. TV game, so that's about to be an intense game. We got a couple things to do in the game plan, so we're gonna go ahead and clear that out. I done pretty much chit-chatted with everybody. Tried to increase the skill. I thought that player insight thing or the ambition was gonna help me with contracts, but it didn't. And we couldn't really sign nobody this year anyways. That's why I kind of blew past the free agency. Because, we was pretty much capped off, so nothing that we could do. But we got the team right, man. Everybody got their little boost, chit-chatted with everybody, so everybody should be up there close to excellence. Let's go ahead and look at the game plan. So we're running this game plan right now. Normally we do 26 minutes, but because we split in the minutes between DJ Wag, matter of fact, I might just do it like this. Take some minutes away right here, and then add 2 there, 2 there, and there we go. So I definitely want them to be split in minutes evenly, just to see, who do what. So, got the game plan. I'm probably not going to touch the training schedule. Definitely want to adjust that. Matter of fact, before we even get started, I do want to look at the budget. I want to look at the budget to see if we have any money. All right, so we got 16 mil. Definitely want to put some right here. Increase team operations. Well, here we'll back out. I'll mess with the team budget later while I'm off camera, so I can play around with it and figure out what I want to do. Try to maximize the profit for next year or this year coming up. Since the overview is clear and everything is set to go, looking at the Lakers, man. The Lakers was pretty up there last year as they made their way through the season. They got Victor Oladipo. So let's go ahead and get the game opener started. Going against the Lakers, man. Ben Simmons again. Victor Oladipo, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Anthony Davis, Andre Drummond. And you already know our lineup. Matter of fact, we're just going to run stock jerseys. Let's get it.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, a fantastic rendition of the national anthem. Back with more right after this. And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to have you with us on this journey. And tonight, it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. Here with Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And we're pleased to have a legend of the game at the broadcast table with us, Candace Parker. Hey, Candace.
Hey, thanks for allowing me to join you all today. I appreciate it.
And a moment to check out who the Los Angeles Lakers have coming up. On Friday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. And the Oklahoma City starting five. They've got Tyler Hero, Zach LaVine out there with Jackson. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And for the Lakers, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Simmons in at the point. A fan favorite, Levine can hit rainbow threes, and his midair artistry is unparalleled, Candace.
Anytime you're Zach Levine, you can stretch the defense.
All right, let's get started. First game of the season, season 4, man. We starting off with a screen. Can't get nothing. Let's see. Run a screen for Tyler. Tyler get right to the cup, and Tyler with the first basket of the season.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly
Trying to see what Anthony Davis going to do.
Drummond up top.
Right to Drummond.
Back to Davis.
Victor there kind of almost stole the ball already.
Drummond with the screen. Will Pope with a drive.
And Victor with a nice block. Now Tyler Hero on the break. Got Zach right behind him, but this is at the SGA. Let's go ahead and run the flop. We got 13 seconds. Got Zach. Zach, like he never left.
A steady shooter from deep. Levine's lift on his shot makes him difficult to defend.
Well, Candace, it's surprising the number of great players who struggle at the free throw line. What advice would you give them?
It's interesting. I've had this
Nice double team on Ben Simmons, making him miss that mid-range.
I think it's super important.
Now we got Zach pushing up the floor. Zach can't get around Drummond.
It goes back to muscle memory. So you end up
Jaren Jackson with a nice save. Tyler Hero up top, waiting for the screen. Tyler Hero off the screen.
That's the biggest thing.
Tyler Hero dump off to Victor, and it's good to go.
Well, we're all waiting. Let's hear your song.
I sing Song Cry by Jay-Z. Same verse every time.
Well, we're all waiting. Let's hear you sing your song.
Nice board by SGA, pushing up the floor. Got Jaren Jackson Jr. Don't got nothing. Kick out to Zach. Zach trying to get around. Nope. Back to Jackson, and Jackson with a nice 2 points, and we got a 9-point lead. Let's go.
On the pick and roll by Levine, hustling to get his man open.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
On the attack, Simmons.
Ben Simmons trying to get to the cup, but can't.
Probably should have scored there. He usually
Got
does.
Zach. Nice layup from Zach, and we got 11.0. Anthony Davis with a nice steal. Victor Oladipo. Get that shot to fall off the foul from Jaren Jackson Jr.
A line change here for Oklahoma City. The free throw drops for Oladipo.
And now we're getting our first look at DJ Wagner.
He's a ferocious competitor, but also
He did get the first start over Bronny. Kick out the AD. And AD right over Ben Simmons. DJ Wagner with his first assist.
And AD, obviously somebody who can play the 4 or the 5 for you. In which role do you think he's
Nice defense from Sharp. Up to
AD
Wagner.
is effective at both, but at the same time, you know, he
And Alex
has an
Caruso
advantage
is back on the
when
Lakers.
fives guard him, and when they're forced to guard him, because you honestly have
DJ
five
Wagner.
people on the court that are capable of
Nice
bringing
little
the ball
bucket.
up. So I would say AD
Met AD up in the air, still found a way to score that basket. That's insane.
is definitely to the Lakers' advantage.
And the statistics show when AD's at the 5, the Lakers are at their best. Here's Caruso after the basket by Oklahoma City.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Davis. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's
Anthony
likely
Davis
to
missing
change.
that mid-range, and now we
the
got
defense
Sharp.
Gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Victor Oladipo giving Sharp just a little bit too much space.
And there's a minute 45 left now in the first quarter.
And Sharp can't hit his first three.
Now Los Angeles with it. Down by 12. Now Oladipo to the paint. Here's Simmons.
Ben Simmons can't get that dunk. Pushing got Josh Giddey.
Here's Sharp.
Back out to Sharp.
1:19 left in the first.
Sharp with a three. Let's go. Just too much space.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end. Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Davis. Here's Caruso.
Nice block from Sharp.
Right wing. Now here's Wagner. He's guarded by Oladipo.
Got a screen for Wagner.
And it's
Off
Wagner
DJ and
offside.
Wagner getting right to the cup. Nice defense, and now we got our first look at Bronny.
They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like
So
they're gonna back
not
off.
bad on the year. Lost LeBron, but gained Bronny.
Winning the 2021 title. It just goes to show you that.
And we went
small
ahead and
market
drafted
teams,
Bronny
big
second,
market
so he was the
teams,
second
every
overall
fan
pick.
base should know how.
Nice steal by Zach Edey. Got Whitehead. Whitehead, stop,
The
drop,
three.
and can't hit the
Drummond
three.
grabs the miss. Now Los Angeles with it. 15-point game. Here's McCaw. That misses.
Bronny with a
No good
nice
on his
board.
first attempt of the night. The Thunder shooting
Bronny
has
pushing
been
down the floor,
ridiculous.
waiting for that screen from Zach.
75% on this game.
Can't get him to bump the screen. Bronny again with
Quarter
a screen.
number 2 with just over a minute to play.
Bronny, nice pass shot out of that shot because Andre Drummond was about to send that.
4 on the clock. Takes it inside.
And Bronny with a tough shot, can't get it to drop.
Well, some time now has passed since the WNBA bubble, Candace.
And Pope
Looking
from the
back at
corner
that
can't hit
time,
that
what
three.
stands out the most to you?
Well, for the last 6 or 7 months, we weren't allowed to say bubble in my household. It was a unique experience, one that I am very happy to have been a part of. Just in terms of what that season meant to the WNBA and just in sports and
Zach Edey
social
working down
justice
low.
and everything that the country
And
was
Zach
going through.
Edey eating.
Be a part of that
Let's
great,
go.
but just one time, BA, not again.
Well, the WNBA crowned a champion, and maybe most importantly, as always, a leader in the social justice movement. Pass to McCaw. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They'll face
got
the
Bronny
Spurs
on the
at
break.
home after this one, and that's the first of
And
just
Bronny
one.
getting right to the cup and one.
A finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point.
He's at the rim. I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Time 5 shots to fall this second quarter.
Got Bronny running up the floor, and Bronny off that behind the back. Let's go.
Over to the wing.
Got the Victor. Victor working down low. And Victor eating down low. Alex Caruso too small.
They set the screen. Just
And
fire
SGA.
shoot. There's the drive. Offensive board. Back to Hero. To the inside.
A nice dump off from Tyler to Victor.
Slams it home.
This is about anywhere on the court.
Nice block from Jaren Jackson Jr. And Tyler Hero trying to get to the cup. And Tyler Hero with a nice layup.
Has been a big key.
Levine against Simmons.
And Zach getting right to the cup. Let's go.
One-third of a ton.
Pulls up three-pointer.
And Sharp with a big time 3. Oladipo just giving him too much room.
To his team's offense.
Pulls up three-pointer.
And Sharp again. Just too much
Backing up
space.
that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving
And Wagner with a steal. Got Sharp. Oh my God.
Now here's Wagner.
And Wag getting right to the cup. Let's go.
Slam. Floor in the
Nice
game.
steal from AD. Got Sharp.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Sharp. Powell covers.
Got AD. AD working Alex Caruso down low. And now AD getting a nice little bucket down low.
Clock.
Nice steal from Bronny.
Here's the break.
And then now we got Bro.
Pulls up
And
three-pointer.
he got it. Matisse with a 3. Let's go.
All right, guys, what do you think about?
But I mean, terrible defense.
And Bronny getting to the cup using that size. That was definitely a foul on my boy Bronny. But hey, he fought through that contact and got that layup to drop.
I mean, they're on the ropes.
And they get it back.
Pulls up three-pointer.
And Zach with a second chance 3. Let's go.
From deep.
This kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And Levine, here we go.
And Levine getting right to the cup. Let's go.
Levine with it, and Drummond picks him up.
And Levine right again. And that's it. The first game of the season, 63-40 is your final score as we take our first victory in season 4. Zach Levine went crazy. Sharp went crazy. Bronny had a great game. Wagner had a great game. Like everybody, I think everybody almost got a bucket. I'm not sure if Whitehead did, but pretty much everybody scored. The ball was moving. I mean, the team is getting even more solid. Victor Wembanyama got the player of the game. Like, that's insane. I thought it would have been either Sharp or Levine, but it's Wembanyama. Like, that is insane right now. So, looking good at the start of the year. I thought team chemistry wasn't going to be there, but, I mean, everybody was in their spots. Everybody was moving. We had wide open threes here and there. 126 to 80 is your final score. Anthony Davis dropped 16 and 4. Drummond dropped 14 and 14. Simmons had 12 and 2. Oladipo had 12. Walsh had 12. That's pretty much it. Levine dropped 28, 2 assists, 2 steals. Sharp dropped 22, 4 and 2. Wembanyama dropped 16 and 12. Bronny dropped 14. Wagner dropped 12. And I mean, all around. Oh, Giddey didn't. 3 people didn't score. I didn't even know SGA didn't score. That's insane. But still, all around, great game, man. Don't have nothing in the overview, so you already know I'm ready to play the Spurs. They don't have DeJounte Murray anymore, so it's about to be an insane game, man. If you guys stuck around this long in the video, man, I appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next NBA 2K22 MyNBA episode, where we will be taking on the Spurs at home. I think it's going to be our ring ceremony, so that's about to be litty. It's all good, brother. It's all good. Anyways, man, I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Sav, and I'm out. Peace.